Buenos dias. I can get my YouTube chat up. What is wrong? What happened here? Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm in a YouTube chat. How do I do this? I'm trying to I should have fixed this before. But good thing is I made a new little screen so we can see. Oh, that's all my settings and stuff. We can see all the screen stuff we're gonna be doing today. Oh, good morning, boys. Shout out Ben, newest sub. Let me just lean back for a sec where everyone decides to pull up. Oh man. Good morning. Wait for people to start rolling in. I will tell you, I had kind of a well, first of all, last night I had a dream that Kawhi Leonard got traded, and I woke up sad because it was not. I just broke my chair because it was not a good trade. It was not a good trade. I'm trying to lean back right there. Yeah, it was not a good trade. I forgot what the trade was, but it was terrible. It was not good. I was sad this morning for a little bit, but we're good now. Yeah, man, it's fire day yesterday. Fire games. That Anthony Black dunk. That Anthony Black dunk was crazy. I mean, people are calling it dunk of the year already. Do I agree? Yes, probably. Because dunking on 4 people is, and to the people saying he didn't dunk on 4 people, 4 people were present trying to contest the dunk, so therefore he did dunk on 4 people. That's how I view that. That is how I view that. 1,000,000%. Yeah, that was wild. And then they're playing, bro. The Grizzlies have to catch another fade in Europe, like tomorrow or Sunday. I think it's tomorrow. They're playing the Magic again in London. I'm like, unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. You got to catch a fade in Germany and in London. Catching 2 L's in Europe is nuts. So, shout out Memphis though. I'm kind of hate watching Memphis because they're getting traded, which is what we're talking about today. They're probably going to trade Jar. They might trade Jaren Jackson. I would rather see Jaren Jackson get traded because I feel like he's actually going to make more of an impact on a team rather than Ja. And that might be blasphemous. That might be a little cray cray for me to say that, but I think Jaren Jackson has a I don't know. He's just good. He's solid, man. He's really good. And I think that he's more of a, like, is Ja a number one? Yes. Is he a good number one? No. I don't. I wouldn't say he's taken you anywhere, especially at this point in his career, where we're what 7 years in. So I don't know. But that's what we're going to be looking at today. Except that I did see this morning that the Heat are not pursuing Ja Morant any longer. So that'll be interesting to see. If you can chat, hit me with the chat. I want to see if the chat box is working still. I want to make sure because I have been tweaking some things. Obviously, I did this, so it'll look like this. Oh no! Wow. So let me know, dude. End of stream yesterday was fire. I was like, hey, bro, anybody give me questions, and a lot of people had some comments and stuff. It was fire. So. Okay, well, let's start off the day. We're about 5 minutes in. I want to start the day off by let's look at some just what happened last night. Let's discuss last night. That's what I do. I try to get everybody. Gotta lean back and then lean back up. Oh boy, there we go. Okay. Try and get everyone caught up. Don't want to miss too much. Shout out VOD watchers if you're watching the VOD. Comment down below. For live viewers, the VOD is video on demand. So it's just the stream stays up later. Let's take a look with our new fancy technology. Hit one of these. Ready? Boom. Am I too close? Is that good? How do I look now? Okay. Cool. We'll just leave that there. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, yesterday we had some games. Like I said, Grizzlies Magic. The Magic, man, I have a hard time with the Magic. I don't know why. I thought they were going to be way better than they are. And don't get me wrong. They're not bad. But they are... I just want to pull... Let me keep standings over here so I can look at that. And then let me look at the games over here. Magic are 6th. And 23-18 is a good record. 5 games above 500. Excuse me. And they're 6th. Now, I did not think that they're going to be 6th. I knew the Sixers are going to be better this year than last year. Did not think the Celtics are going to be better this year than last year. So I had the Magic probably a little bit higher. And the Raptors. No one saw the Raptors being good. People thought it was going to be like Cavs. People thought I had Hawks up high. I'll have to do like a reaction video to what I don't want to break. Yeah. I should do a reaction to what I said in the beginning of the year, like who was going to be good at what, and so on. Yeah, man, dude, we had some good games last night. Grizzlies, Magic, Suns, Pistons. I didn't watch this one. Let's see who did well. Durham I did see he had 16-18. And the Suns are good, man. Pistons, Suns, that was probably a fire game. Jaden Ivey, Cade's back 10 and 11. Book was out, I guess. This game, let's talk about this game for a sec. Because this game made me think that the Spurs could make the NBA Finals. Is that crazy? Is that an insane take? Because dude, Wemby is such a generational hater. 22 minutes, he had 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Like, not to mention he shaved his head. Him and Keldon Johnson both shaved their heads. And they got some dogs on that team, dude. Julian Champagnie is one of the most underrated starting small forwards. Just underrated small forwards, underrated players in general in the NBA. Guy's a bucket. 13 and 11 last night. Harrison Barnes is cool. Whatever. Steph Castle, dog. De'Aaron Fox, dog. D. Hart, dog. Carter Bryant got some minutes. Heck yeah. Keldon Johnson, dog. Luke Cornett, dog. Like, we got some boys on this team. And everyone's talking about, like, oh my goodness. Bro, the Spurs lost once to OKC, and them boys shaved their heads. Dude, don't be surprised if, like, I'm more scared of Wemby than I am of Shea in a playoff series. And that fear matters. Fear 100% matters in the playoffs. Like, there are just guys like that where you're like, do not want to play that guy. And it's usually the best players in the league, but sometimes you're like, Embiid could be a top 3 player in the league, and you'd be like, I'd be okay playing Embiid in the playoffs, right? Like, it's fine. Don't want to play Giannis, even though recently, past 4, like ever since they won the chip, the Bucks have not been a big threat, I would say. I would not want to play Jokic. I would not want to play Luka. And to someone I'm like, ugh. Shea is good, but I don't feel as scared of Shea as I do of Wemby. I would rather play Shea than Wemby. Is that insane? If I had to pick a one player. And I know I just said I picked the Thunder over the Spurs, but the Spurs beat the Thunder 3 times in 2 weeks. Like, that's not a fluke. They're really freaking good, and they have the Spurs, or they have the Thunder's number. Like, it's so it was so crazy how they did that. That was just bonkers how they won that many times in that short of a span. But it's gonna be like it. I just watching last night. I'm like, dude, Wemby is so unbelievably locked in. And I'm not saying Shea's not. Shea is completely locked in as well. But it's just crazy. Like, if the Spurs go to the finals, that would be nuts. Right? And then do they win? Because, like, could you imagine Wemby oh my gosh, if Wemby wins a ring this year? Wow. It's going to be an issue. Like, if he wins a ring this year, we might have a guy competing for like 4 or 5 titles. Competing with the upper echelon top 10 guys of all time, winning 4 or 5 rings. And then Wemby's in that conversation, right? Because then we're going to get the DPOYs, right? We're going to get the MVPs. You get the rings, man. Woo! So, could he get a ring this year? Yes. People are saying, the streets is saying, Spurs aren't ready. They're like the Thunder were last year. I'm like, no. 2 years ago, before they won the ring. they were good, but then they lost to Dallas, right? Because Luka just went nuclear, and you couldn't do anything against that, right? And I believe it was a 5-game series. And that Dallas team wasn't even like crazy. This Spurs team is better than that Thunder team was, where the next year the Thunder won the championship. The Spurs team is better than that team. Like, the Spurs could win the title this year. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Oh, just because they're young. And people are saying this about OKC too. Just because they're young, they can't, like, they don't have the experience. Brother man, watch Victor Wembanyama play and tell me if you think that guy needs experience in the playoffs. Don't think so. Don't think so at all. Not even close. That guy's a monster. As long as he stays healthy. And heaven forbid, like, OKC's had pretty good health in the playoffs. If they start missing people during the playoffs, Shea's got to pick it up, man. Shea has got to pick it up. But that's if Wemby stays healthy, right? The West playoffs this year is going to be crazy. This is kind of what we talked about at the end of the video, or end of the stream yesterday. Is like top 4: OKC, San Antonio, Denver, and Minnesota. And any mix of those teams is going to be crazy second round matchups. Not to mention that, like, we might have OKC Golden State first round, which would be like complete cinema. Like, Steph versus OKC. Woo! Wowza. So, bonkers. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's just so good. If you're in chat, let me know what you think about Wemby, Spurs, anything I just talked about, because Wemby is so good, dude. Like, and the rest of the cast is good too. Steph Castle is really good. Dylan Harper's really good as well. Julian Champagnie, like I said, completely underrated, right? But to that point, Thunder Rockets played last night, and it was just kind of a group effort. AJ Mitchell is a dog. He's gonna be one of those guys that leaves OKC eventually, and ends up doing something cool. Chad did well. Lou Dort, J-Dub had 10 assists though, but J-Dub has been struggling from what I've seen. And you know, I have complete faith that he, out of all players, can pick it up by playoff time. I mean, we're only halfway into the season, right? So I have no thoughts there. Rockets are slipping, man, though. Like, they're not having a good time. They are in 6th. Well, they jumped up from Phoenix when Phoenix lost. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see. Rockets Nuggets first round would be wild. Lakers T-Wolves, we've seen that before. Spurs Suns, Thunder Warriors. Spurs Suns would be really interesting. That's probably a sweep though. And Thunder Warriors, I don't think is a sweep, because you can't. Steph Curry's another one, guys, where I'm like, I do not want to play him at all. Don't let me play that guy. Or the Clippers come in. Clippers are tied for 10th. So, and we're on a win streak, 8-2 in our last 10. That's up there with OKC. That's up there with what's 8-10. Yeah, Clippers and and Thunder are the only 8-2 teams in the last 10 games. Really, really, really good. Excuse me. Golly. Yeah, man. Crazy time. Crazy time. All right, let's get into what I wanted to get into. We got some trades to talk about, bruh. We got some trades because it is trade time, and I kind of want to go over all of my thoughts and all of the people that are available. Like Jonathan Kuminga just became available for trade, and so now you can see, can he, will he get traded? What's the vibes there? What's vibes? In chat, let me know what you guys think. Who's getting traded first? Like, there are a bunch of guys who are getting traded. We'll kind of lay them out on the table, and then we'll discuss. Ja Morant was linked to getting traded. I think it was more of the Grizzlies don't want him anymore, kind of a Trae Young situation. Are there buyers? Not really. And the Heat were potentially there, and then apparently there's sources that are saying that they are not looking at Ja Morant anymore at all. So if he doesn't go to Miami, I don't know where he fits in at. Like, who wants him? Who wants that? And who wants to give stuff up for that? Right? Like, does that make sense? It's gonna be kind of interesting to see how that goes. So Ja Morant's one of those guys. Jonathan Kuminga is a guy who's been linked to getting traded anywhere. Probably LA, but everyone's always linked to getting traded to the Lakers. MPJ. There's guys that are just kind of like Jaren Jackson Jr., who's also one of those guys. Other guys who I'm like, they're not getting traded for like PR reasons like these other guys, like Ja and Kuminga, and like there's kind of other reasons that they are on the trade block. There's other moves that would make sense to me. And like, so Boston getting a big man is kind of a big deal, which kind of is a slap in the face to Neemias Queta, because you lose Luke Kornet, Kristaps Porzingis, and Al Horford, and you go to Luka Garza and Neemias Queta, and so, but giving them that opportunity, they get to step up and actually play well. So going out and getting a center, and like, don't get me wrong, now they know that they're good, but I just feel like that's a little bit of a slap in the face. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If there's any Celtics fans in chat, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But so, for example, like Bam has been linked to going to Boston. AD is there, any of the bigs, right? AD, Bam, Zubats. There's one more that I'm missing. Who's? I'm trying to think of other bigs who have been linked to. Jaren Jackson, obviously, right? Like, there are a bunch of big guys, right? Do I think any of that will happen? I actually think so, because Anthony Simons is such a good piece. That they were able to get for Jrue Holiday, that like watching the Celtics, Anthony Simons, I'm like, okay, you're cool. I don't ever think that he fits on this team. Like, he's good. He's a great player, but I'm like, watching him, the Derek White has stepped up to a level that is kind of where Anthony Simons needs to be, and I don't think the Celtics are like looking to develop him. I think that they're more of a win now team, and not to say he needs to be developed, because he could be a 30-point scorer 100%. Like, he's just a bucket. Like, he's so good. But I just think that Anthony Simons could be one of the pieces moved. I've seen, him and Sam Hauser are moved for Bam Adebayo. And I'm like, Bam, that makes sense, because I do. If Bam, first of all, if the Celtics get any big, they're going to the finals. It's not even close. If they get any of the bigs listed, if they get Zubats, that's a freaking W. And then I hope that the Clippers get a pick back for that or something like that. Or I would take Anthony Simons 100%. Give me Anthony Simons for Zubats. Yes. Because we need some more scoring, man. And Zoo is good. I'll talk about the Clippers in a little bit. I don't want to sidetrack too much. But, yeah, Jaren Jackson getting moved for that would be crazy. And then you get rid of Ja too, get some picks back for Ja, or get something back for Ja. And you get Anthony Simons and you put him in Memphis. And you have a Zach Edey, you have Cedric Howard. I love Jalen Wells. I love G.G. Jackson. I love Vince Williams. Like they've got a good squad over there that could compete. And Anthony Simons, you put him and say, hey, go get buckets, bro. And you got 7'4" Zach Edey in the paint. Like that doesn't sound like too bad of a gig for me. I would like to do that if I were Anthony Simons. Let me know you guys think about that in chat. Let's get some combos going. But yeah, who else didn't I talk about? Jaren Jackson, Zoo. Oh, AD. AD is really interesting. I've heard him linked to the Hawks a little bit more, I believe. And that's interesting because I'm like, I don't think so. And the Hawks have also been like linked to Zubats. It's gonna be interesting. We have like 2-3 weeks left until the trade deadline. So that'll be fun. I'm actually gonna do a live stream during the trade deadline. That'll be freaking sweet. Maybe we'll do like a late night something. That'll be cool. Yeah, that's really interesting to see. It's a lot of the bigs right now, and then kind of a lot of the guys that have been linked to getting traded a ton. A guy that I do want to get traded 100% is Domantas Sabonis. Just get him out. I don't care. Kings can do whatever you want. You can suck on your own. Don't keep Domantas Sabonis there, cooped up, because that's what it is. He's cooped up, man, and it's rough to see because he is a really good talent. He is a top 3 center in the league level talent, but he's not able to show it. Like he is, but give him a system, man. Give him more. Give him something else. Sorry. Super dry right now. Give him something else, man. Now, would he be a good fit in Boston? Yes. That would they need rim protection, but and obviously Domas doesn't provide the rim protection, but holy crap, would he be good in Boston? That would be so much fun. They would run 5 out, JT, JB, Derek White on the sides. Bro, no one is stopping that team in the East. That team is wiping the floor in the East. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be hilarious, man. Or the Kings make moves, but to like bolster, I just don't. I mean, they're so bad. They're so bad. I just don't think that they can do that, right? I don't think that I don't trust them to make moves enough. Okay, so let's actually go in more depth about this. I found this Bleacher Report article, and this was posted this morning. So blockbuster NBA trade idea to build a new contender overnight. It's kind of what I'm talking about. We'll kind of discuss this a little. It's Bam. So here we go. Full trade details. Boston Celtics received Bam and Justin Champagnie. So the Wizards are involved. Heat receive Anthony Simons, Hugo Gonzalez, which Hugo Gonzalez is a good player. Boston's 2026 pick, 2030 pick, 2031, and 2031 second round. Washington receives Sam Hauser, Brooklyn's 2026 second round pick. Top 55 protection. That's ridiculous. What a freaking... I've never seen a second round protected pick. I didn't know that exists. That's crazy. That is actually ridiculous. So, I like that for the Heat. I do. I think that Bam has served his purpose and he's playing out of his mind this year. Bam to the Celtics would be a complete contender. I mean, look at this. He would be insanely good. And you get Justin Champagnie, who's good, right? So this deal diverged from the Celtics' presumed attempts at entirely ducking the tax, so they wanted to stay under, but that's what happens when you're contending for home court advantage in the playoff spot. You're the second seed right now. Without Jason Tatum. If you get Jason Tatum back and you bring in Bam Adebayo, holy crap, does that team get insane. And I don't think that this is going to be one of those whippy-dippy, like DeMarcus Cousins going to the Pelicans to play with the AD. No. Bam provides real value immediately. He's just one of those high impact players. Gotta see if my audio. There we go. Audio working? Yeah. Sorry. He's one of those high impact players that it just so good. I mean, bro, that guy was. He is the best American center we have. Am I wrong about that? It's him and Cat, and Cat's good, but bro, everyone, you watch Bam on the Olympic team, dude. Like, Bam is good. Bam is extremely good. I'm a big Bam fan. Bam fan. Bam fan. So eats up most of its room beneath the second 8 million, leaving less than $4 million to fill at least 2 roster spots. Top 8, a projected top 8 rotation of Bam, Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, Champagnie, Queta, and Walsh. With players like Josh Minot, Luka Garza, and Baylor Shireman. Yeah, that's a really good team. That is the best team in the Eastern Conference. And which it's crazy because everyone was clowning the Celtics because Joe Mazzulla and all those guys are like, hey, we're here to compete, man. Like, we are here to win. We're still contenders. We're still here, and that didn't happen, right? Or excuse me, that did happen, and I feel like everyone's making fun of him, but it happened. And so, like I said, Anthony Simons needs to be in these deals because he's a good piece for that. He's a solid. You can go anywhere, right? And he can just give you buckets. He could be your guy. I know the Heat have Norman Powell, so you could have Davion Mitchell come off the bench now. Tyler Hero also come off the bench, I think, because Norman Powell is probably better than Tyler Hero. Maybe we'll have to see how his progression goes. You get Simons, Powell, Wiggs. Enter your 4, Pele Larson. Who's the Heat 4? Someone, and Kel'el Ware, right? That's Kel'el Ware. That's also one of the upsides. Is you get Bam out, you bring Kel'el Ware in, we get to see, right? Yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Then why the Wizards do it, blah blah blah. Everyone does it. So do I like that trade? Yes. I would love to see Bam in Boston because just being able to see him compete again, because the Heat obviously are going to compete, but golly, is Bam good enough for that, right? KP says, any way to make Kuminga for LBJ happen, throw a little brownie in the sprinkles on the cupcakes. Please move LBJ. First time father and son are traded for or with each other for someone else. Kuminga on the Lakers. Let's talk about that because he is eligible now as of yesterday, January 15th. That is kind of like the cutoff, I think, for people who sign extensions. January 15th is the day where you can, it's either December 15th, January 15th, whenever people can sign extensions. Then you can be traded. So, Kuminga to the Lakers. Do we like Kuminga to the Lakers? It's hard to say because he's not getting enough playing time in Golden State. And I already like your other 4s. Now, if you go get a Kuminga and you got LaRavia, you got Vando. People are saying, okay, you're going to give up Vando and Gabe Vincent. That's kind of the meme right now. To Golden State, which makes them, they would need if they can get a healthy Vanderbilt, woo-wee. You're basically just getting free labor because Kuminga wasn't doing anything anyways, because he wasn't really playing. So, yeah, I think, but do the Lakers need Kuminga? Like, what does he do? I don't know. Like, there are so many ball dominant guys on that team, man. And I just think that I don't know if it does anything. Let me know in chat what you guys think. I don't know if that does anything. Like, it makes sense, and I just don't know because I like Rui. Rui's solid. Jake LaRavia has been really, really good for the Lakers this year. I'm really excited about that. I think if you go get another big, once again with the bigs, people just need bigs, man, because you got guys running around like Wemby, like Wemby, bro. I mean, Wemby, Jokic, especially in the West. Minnesota, you got Gobert, you got Chet in OKC. DeAndre Ayton is not going to do well against those guys, dude. It is not going to go well for your team if you have DeAndre Ayton guarding those homies. It is not going to be good. I do not think that's a good idea. Don't think that's a good idea. Kuminga's weird because it's like, okay, obviously he's got to get traded, but do the Lakers need him? No, I don't think they do. I don't think that changes anything. I don't think that moves the needle. That doesn't make you guys from the 5th seed to the 3rd seed. Is the Kuminga trade getting a big will? Getting a big will. Hey, this kind of a crackhead one, but bro, Zubats for LeBron? Who says no to that? Who says no, Zubats for LeBron? Lakers need a big, man. It'd be funny to trade back. It'd be hilarious to trade back for Big Zoo and give LeBron up. Now that moves y'all. Getting Luka like a big, or we even get. I'll take Ayton. Do I want Ayton? I don't know if that does anything actually. Never mind. That's a crackhead one. That'd be hilarious. That'd be fun to see. That'd be crazy. Yeah, let's look at some other trades, man. Let's look at some other trades. What are the streets saying? Okay, this one came out today from ESPN. I was looking at NBA trade deadline, 10 teams to monitor the final 20 days. So they got 10 teams to monitor. Oh wait. Can I just look at it right here? Okay. Which teams will look to add at the deadline? So Milwaukee, obviously. Giannis has made it known that he wants to stay, right? Milwaukee has a first round pick they could trade. They're making, and they're $14 million under the luxury tax. I've seen teams make chicken salad with less. That's hilarious. So they need to get guys for Giannis. They golly, they probably need a big. Ryan Rollins is ding 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 ding. And I've been talking a lot about Keontae George. I go back and forth on Ryan Rollins and Keontae George for most improved player, man. So good. So good. Kuz is like, Bobby Portis has been mentioned in trade talks for a minute. Like Miles Turner's good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Miles Turner is good. I just think that they do need some more wing scoring. Who do they go get? Who's like available right now? If they go get Kuminga, maybe like they don't have as many ball dominant guys as you might think. Who do they give up for Kuminga? I don't know. We're just gonna keep looking at this though. Golden State. We're watching who they're gonna bring in and how they're gonna get rid of Kuminga, because you have Steph, you have Jimmy, and you're not where you would like to be. Because the rest of that roster is kind of doo-doo butter, man. Like, I love me some Gary Payton II, but golly, can we get some more scoring on the rest of the team? Pods, Will Richards, Quentin Post. You need a big. You need someone to score, which is funny because we're talking about Kuminga here. I don't know who helps them out. Toronto is very interesting because they could go all in. They could go get somebody. And it would push them over the edge. Is Ja that guy? Heck no. There's no shot. Is AD that guy? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see, because Scotty's great, man. Scotty's great. BI is really good. I'm really enjoying, like, I don't know what all the Emmanuel Quickly hate is about. Let me know what you guys think on that. But I don't know what the point is with that. I like Emmanuel Quickly. I think he's been good, but people are like, "Oh, it's time to move on from him." Maybe it's a good thing, and I'm just reading into it wrong. Finally, Kuminga's getting out of there. I know. Well, we'll have to see. What if he just doesn't get traded? That would be crazy. So Kuminga's got 22. Wait, what the heck? He's making that much? 22.5 mil? So they can't take on extra salary in a Kuminga trade. So the Warriors are kind of in a rough spot right now. That's not a place you want to be in. Is you got to get rid of a guy, but you can't take on any additional salary, which is like you have to sell low on him. But at the same time, you're not even playing the dude. So what's the big deal in that? Just get him out and make some money in the process. I guess like keep some cap. Well, for a while there was an uncertainty of what it would take to get Kuminga under contract. Now there's clarity for next season. The negative is neither the team or the player have done a good job of increasing his value. The Warriors have 4 tradable first-round picks. Do they go get Michael Porter Jr.? If they do I run a trade machine real quick? I need to be more experienced in trade machines, but I told you we were going to do this today. Spotrac, probably the best one. How do we? You're gonna see me try and figure this out. I've never really done the trade machine. Let's go Golden State and Brooklyn. Okay. Let's just get a rough estimate of where the money needs to be at. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Kuminga. Boom. Trade candidate. How do I? Oh, send to Brooklyn. Okay. Brooklyn. Michael Porter Jr. is making a butt ton of money. So send him over. And you can't take on more money if you're Golden State. So you have to move. Okay, 15 mil. Where does that come from? Moses Moody. Bye. Pods is like a young enough player where I'm like, meh. We still have 4.5 mil. Oh. Give him old out. Like. So. Yeah. And then maybe somebody else from Brooklyn. Let's go like a really, who's down here? Well, all these guys are actually pretty good. Maybe not. So, super easy, scuffed way of doing this is just for the money. Kuminga, Moody, Al Horford for MPJ. Does that fix problems? Yes. I do like Moses Moody. Al Horford's like, whatever. Is there anybody else we can get rid of? Like, yeah. But then, yeah. There's a lot of guys who are good that are on pretty good money. All your young guys are under 4 mil, which is crazy nice, right? So yeah, that's what it would take to get MPJ. And the Warriors are, yeah. So that works out. It says it works. This will be a second apron hard cap team after this trade has been completed. So they're at the second apron hard cap. We'll have to see how that turns out. I don't know. I don't know, dog. You said that Kuminga's finally getting out of here. We're gonna have to. I will believe it when I see it, man. And even then, with the Mark Williams trade, and you get rescinded, and I don't even know what happens there. So Toronto. Let's look at Toronto. Let's do this again. Toronto and Dallas, because I think AD is probably the better trade. Ooh, no. How do I get rid of? I want to get rid of those guys. Okay, Dallas, AD, send to AD to Golden State would be crazy. There's no way they have that much money though. Toronto sends back Quickley, which would be cool. Actually, I wouldn't hate that. Quickley's because of the money. That makes more sense. People are throwing around his name. It's because he's making 32 milli. That's a lot of money. Okay. I don't care. How do I get rid of? This is why I'm such a noob, dude. How do I start a new year or a new? I don't want to do the Dallas, Toronto, just those two. Okay, perfect. Okay. Quickly to Dallas, AD to Toronto. What needs to happen? 21 mil needs to happen from Toronto. Do you give them Jakob Poeltl? Yes, because you don't need a big guy. Dallas must waive one player. So then Dallas, we give back some guy under 2 mil. Oh, I like Brandon Williams, though. Dante Exum. Send it to Toronto. It fails. Dang it. And then we do, I don't know how we do this. Get rid of Dante Exum. How do I get him back? Move. Okay. So yeah, you waive someone if you're Dallas. One of your guys, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care. Don't really care. So yeah, Mavericks get Emmanuel Quickly Acapurdo. That's not like the worst thing in the world. And the Raptors get Anthony Davis. So then the Raptors roster becomes Scotty, Brandon, BI, RJ, Ochai. Oh, CMB is so good. Grady Dick, Mamu, Jonathan Mungwa, Jamal Shed. Yeah, dude, that's a good team, man. That's a really good team. That's a really good team. I really like that team, dude. That's solid. Let me know what you guys think about that team. The Raptors, if they do that, they go get AD. Wow. That would be fun. Minnesota. So Minnesota needs a point guard. Rival teams believe that the Wolves have had interest in point guards for months. Chris Finch has often not played a pure point guard at all, relying off guards Dante DiVincenzo and Ant Edwards for the job. So I get it. Who do they go get? Like, because you have Rob Dillingham. We'll have to see what they want to do with that. Bones Highland is good. I like Bones. Busy Bones. Who do they go get? Do they go get Ja? Is that the worst thing in the world to go get Ja Morant? And you're already a top 4 team in the Western Conference. So like that does a lot for you, in my opinion. Go back. Restart. Should they go get Ja Morant? What do you guys think? Wolves, Grizzlies. What does it look like for them to go get Ja Morant? Send to Minnesota. Who do you give up? It's got to be Naz Reid. Naz Reid has got to go. Naz Reid and Dante? Naz Reid and send Mike Conley back to Memphis, dog. And then we got to get 7 more mil out if I'm Minnesota. You give him Rob? $500,000. Dang. Okay, no, it's got to be. So it's either like this. Yeah, then they would get somebody up. So this works, which is a lot for Ja Morant, and then you lose. Yeah, or it's like this. You do this. You do this. And it works. That's worse in my opinion. Jaden McDaniels is a freaking dog. Because then at least you have a starting 5 of Ja Morant, Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Randall, and Gobert, and then a bench of let me go back to the first one. So you get rid of Dante, you get rid of boom. Right. Okay, yeah. So this does work. But then who's your freaking bench, dude? You have no bench. Geez, that's rough. Because then your bench is Mike Conley, who, I mean, I don't know about you guys. Terrence Shannon Jr. is good. Johan Beringer, Bones Highland, Leonard Miller, Jalen Clark. Your starting 5 is definitely where it's going to be at for Minnesota. Is that worth Ja Morant? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. So that'll be interesting. Because now Trae Young is out of the picture. I didn't really like him going to there anyways. I don't know, man. I don't know with Minnesota. That's going to be a rough one. They could be one where they just don't even make a move. And Ant is telling them, like, don't do anything. We're good. We looked at Dallas. We looked at Memphis. Okay, Miami Heat is overstated, as potential discussion sources said. Heat have been laser focused on avoiding taking on money. So it was highly unlikely the Heat would deviate from that plan to go off for Morant. So they want to stay open for summer of 28 so they can go get a Giannis or Jokic or Donovan Mitchell for max money, right? After the Hawks opened negotiations on a possible Young trade, the Wizards were the only team with interest, which is rough because you have another point guard who's been kind of injury riddled and suspensions and all the issues, and I don't know if anybody wants to pay 80 mil over 2 years for Ja Morant. I just don't think that's gonna happen. Brooklyn. MPJ, which turns out to have been a way better trade for Brooklyn than it did for Denver. And I kind of like when that happens. That's kind of fun. Where it's like, hey man, this we thought Cam Johnson was gonna be a freaking dog, which he is. He's been very good. He's been okay. He's been okay for Denver. But MPJ on the Nets has been a dog, man. Where do they send him? Do they keep him? Are they building around him? Because there are some guys there, man. I really like the guys you got. Danny Wolf is good. Igor Damon is really good. You have Cam Thomas too, so that's not the only guy. What if you keep MPJ, you get rid of Cam Thomas? Please send Cam Thomas to the Clippers. I would love that. Put him on the bench because we lost Brad Beal to a rib fracture. So I would love to have some more scoring for the playoffs. If we even get there. Cam Johnson would be cool. Atlanta Hawks. So they do one more. They have expiring contracts in KP and Luke Kennard. Jalen Johnson's will make more than $25 million. Do they go get AD? I just don't know if that is the best option for them. Is that like the greatest thing that they can do? Let's make it make sense. Let's see. Oh my gosh, dude, I don't want Memphis and Minnesota there. Get them out. Select new teams. That's what I want. Wait, reset. Yes. Select new teams. Boom. Okay, we're locking it in. Let me know in the comments and chat if you heard what trades you want to see. What trades do you want to see? We can talk about it. Okay, you got to send KP to Dallas. So hold on, we're sending AD to Atlanta. So that fails because he's making 50 milli. Wow. You send Corey Kispert to Dallas. Oh, wait. Remove. No. Okay, boom. Oh, who else do you send, man? I don't know if the money works here. Yeah, I don't think the money works. Now, it probably does, and I'm just a little stupid. But we're going to skip on them right now. LA. Oh, man. So, yeah, Rui, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber has about $40 million total, and all those guys expiring contracts. What do they do? I like Rui. Are you going to re-sign AR next year? What do they do with that? KP, if you're still in chat, let me know what you think about what the Lakers should do with AR. Long term, you throw him the bag. You give him mad money, man. Let me know what you think. Boston Celtics watching two options for surprise contender. So the two options are... Where are the two options? What does that mean? The expectations of rival teams before the season was the Celtics would try to continue to move out of the tax and reset the repeater clock while he recovers. But that was before the Celtics found themselves tied for second place in the East. Celtics have a fascinating question to ask themselves: try and get out of the tax or take the $27 million expiring contract of Anthony Simons and use it to add as a long-term player. I don't see them doing that. I don't see them taking on the money. I don't think that they would do that. He's an expiring contract. He's a good player. You can get him you can shift the weight a little bit. You don't need, the guard spot is good. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and the two guard, whatever you got going on. Sam Hauser, whatever, 2-3. Shift that weight to getting a big guy, to getting a 5, right? Answerize someone in the middle. has repeatedly made deadlines to move the team only incrementally. Roster insurance. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just looking like it's gonna be. It's either gonna like blow up and there's gonna be a ton of people getting traded, or there's gonna be like almost nothing. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting for sure. It will be interesting for sure, man. A lot of guys get moved. Could get moved. And there are teams that have needs. I'll say that, right? There are teams that 100% have needs. Boston needing a big guy is 100% one of those needs. Grizzlies fixing whatever their current situation is one of the needs. So that's the end of the stream. Now we're at the part of the show where chat gets to run it. So chat, let me run some. I got class in like 30 minutes, so whatever we got going on, bro, we can run it. Whenever any questions, I can talk. We can chat. Let us discuss now. Let us discuss if you have anything. If not, I can wrap up and I will see y'all. I could do a Monday stream. I don't have class Monday. It's not like I'm taking the day off because Monday. No, I just when I take days off of school, it's basically just I get to work 8 hours here, which is on fire. So I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, going back to Kuminga to the Lakers is an interesting thing. I don't know if that's something that they should be doing. I don't know. I don't know. The fun one. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Got anything? Let me go back to the Clippers real quick and discuss about that because I like Zubats, but when he went out, we went on a 6-game win streak. First game back, I went to. Now I like Big Zoo. I do think we probably should sell high because I have been liking what I've seen from our rookie Yannick Conan Niederhauser. He's had some fun games, and he's young and he's springy and he's athletic, and he works hard. I mean, that boy he's good. Zoo is very good. Do not get me wrong, and I'm not saying Zoo like messes up our offense at all. No. Zoo is very good. Anchor of the defense. Clippers are good, man. They're gonna be fun to watch in the play-in, and hopefully if they make the playoffs, they'll be awesome. Clippers first round will be wild. I don't know what happens there though. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, I think they can sell high on Zubats. Harden and Kawhi are playing out of their minds. They need a little bit more. Like we could use Cam Thomas for sure. We could like getting MPJ. I don't know if we have the money for that or like the funds for that. But that would be very interesting to go get some freaking buckets, bro. That'd be crazy. So oh man. Gonna be interesting. All right. Well, I got class in a little bit. I'm gonna bounce out. But it was good to take a look at stuff. VOD watchers, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on trades and stuff. And Monday maybe we'll be discussing more trades. Might be doing a lot of these trade streams just to kind of talk about what's going on with the league and who can get moved. More rumors, like we got more info this morning about the Heat not wanting to do anything, but then they also could move Bam potentially. I don't think that they should move Bam. Like they definitely could. Do I think that they should? No, I don't think that they should. I think that they. I also don't think that they're going to. I think that they're perfectly fine with where they're at right now. Okay, great stream today, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate the comments. Check out the video. Consider becoming a member. 99 cents a month for a podcast about, or like a members only show with me, and I include comments from everybody. Go check out the new video by Keontae George. Got a short coming out in probably a couple hours that it's on. I wrote it down on my calendar, but I forgot what I'm doing today for that. So that'll be a fun time. Short's been doing very, very fun. So that's all I got for today, man. Hope you all have a good one. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all